Um, I was born and I grew up in former Yugoslavia. And one of the greatest holidays we celebrated was May 25th. It was called the Day of Youth. It was also a birthday of our premier or President Tito. So for that day, the whole country would stop and everybody would celebrate. It was Tito's birthday. You know, something like Smallwood's birthday here in Newfoundland. So one year, our school decided that the youth would celebrate by bringing a bunch of balloons to a local stadium and releasing them up in the air exactly at noon. Sounds good. Our school is located about 3 or 4 kilometers from the stadium, and there are about 300 children, in our school. There was at that time. So we gathered in the morning at 8 o'clock. Of course, each teacher had about 30 kids, and they had to blow up those balloons, to give to kids, so the teachers got the balloons. Obviously, none of the kids could blow up their own balloons because we were too young to do that. So the teacher had to do this. So you can imagine the poor teacher trying to calm down like 30 young communists about to celebrate Tito's birthday while she's blowing up the balloons. Okay, so she managed to do that, and each kid would get one balloon tied to his hand, and then we proceeded to form, columns of like 2 people, and we're gonna walk through this whole town carrying these balloons to the stadium. Can you imagine 300 kids being peaceful, walking slowly with the balloons? All you could hear was poof, poof. Teacher, do you have another balloon? Sure. So she had, obviously the teachers had a few extra balloons, and those kids that first lost their balloons, popped their balloons, whatever the expression is in English, they got a second balloon. But as the road progressed, there was no more balloons. So we were there just walking in this like silence. Oh my God. Any sound, boom, was like, is it another balloon? Because it would be followed by a cry. Boom. I had this beautiful blue balloon, and the person next to me who was a girl, because we had to be boy, girl, so that way we're more peaceful. 2 boys holding hands or 2 girls holding hands. I don't know what happens. But boy and a girl, like, you're just like, and she had a beautiful yellow balloon. Halfway along the way, boom, her balloon popped. I had to hold her hand, hold her miserable hand for the next 2 kilometers, walk to the stadium. My God. The war was easy, that was much more difficult. We arrived at 12 o'clock, waited, for the people to do their songs, do their dances, whatnot. And at 12 o'clock, the teacher says, "Okay, kids, it's your turn. Tito's birthday. Remember, smile." So we ran out. Those of us who had balloons released their balloons, and the balloons were up in the air to kill the seagulls and everybody else. That we found out later, it's not a good thing to do. My yellow balloon went to greet President Tito. Second story was told to me by a former band member of a great rock and roll band from Belgrade, Serbia. He was a bass player. It's a story about 2 balloons again, the yellow and blue. I don't know why this yellow and blue represents so much. The Bosnian flag is now yellow and blue. Ukrainian flag is yellow and blue. Kosovo flag is yellow and blue. There's some kind of significance of these 2 colors. I don't know what it is. So the second story again about these 2 yellow and blue balloons that meet again. So the yellow balloon and the blue balloon start playing. The blue balloon says, "Hey, let's fly high in the air. And the yellow balloon says, sure, let's do it. So they go up, 100 meters. The blue balloon says, wow, this is awesome, let's go even higher. Fine. So they go even higher. They're like 500 meters in the air. The blue balloon says, this is great. Let's go even higher. And the yellow balloon says, nah, that's good enough for me. So he returns back to the ground and the blue balloon continues his path. That was the second story. The third story of the yellow and blue balloon that meet for the last time in the desert. So the blue balloon says, wow, good to see you again. Obviously the yellow balloon reincarnated, now again it's blown up. They're flying through the desert and the blue balloon says, oh my God, cactus! The yellow balloon says, holy sh! That's the story of the balloons.